Hi, and welcome to this short video tutorial. Yes, you're reading the subtitle correctly. Microsoft Paint, an app that has been around for as long as Microsoft itself has been around, is alive and well and still has its uses. I do a lot of graphic work on my Windows 10 PC, and I use some of the most sophisticated applications there are. However, when it comes to one particular task, I rely entirely on the ancient and wonderful Microsoft Paint. That task? Cropping and resizing. Sometimes you simply need a tool that does the job, without the distractions of a million other features. Microsoft Paint is that tool. I mostly use Paint to resize a bunch of disparate images to a web-friendly size and consistent shape. This is most useful if you need images of the same size and proportions for, say, a slideshow on your website. This tutorial is for Windows users only. Mac users will need to try something else. Let's start, shall we? Okay, for this video I have created a folder for my images called Image Crop Demo. You can call the folder anything you like. I've downloaded and saved 5 images from my favorite image website, unsplash.com. You will notice that they are all different sizes, orientations, and shapes. We want to make them all consistent for use on our website. In other words, we want them to have the same width and height dimensions as each other. A typical size for a slideshow image is 1600 pixels wide by 450 pixels high, but this can vary from website to website. If you are one of our website clients and you do not know what the image size should be, please email us at support@lertel.ie. So I'm going to now select all 5 of my images. So I left click down here, I drag a little window up, and you'll see that all 5 images are selected. I then right hand click on any of them and I say edit. I choose the edit function. Don't choose one of the other ones because that doesn't open Paint. Edit will open these 5 images in Paint. So when I do that, you'll see it flashes a little bit and then it opens up each of the images in Paint. And it opens them up in their own version of Paint. If I go down to the taskbar and hover over the icon there, you'll see there are 5 versions of Paint open, each with a different image in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to demonstrate this slowly on the first image, right? And then I'm going to fast track the rest of the video and show you how it all looks at the end. So I need to resize this, and here's the button for resizing. So I click on the resize. Now remember what we said was we wanted a width of 1600. So you've got 2 options for resizing images. One is by percentage and one is by pixels. I'm going to choose pixels, right? And most important, guys, most important is make sure that the maintain aspect ratio is checked or ticked. If you did not do that, then what's going to happen is the image is going to get distorted. So I make sure that that is checked. That's the default setting, by the way. And then in the horizontal setting here, I choose 1600. And you'll notice it then sets the vertical to 900 because of this aspect ratio. So I've got the width, the correct width is 1600, right? And then I click OK. And you'll see the nice flamingos. However, we have a problem because it is now still too high. The height is set to 900, and you can see that in this bottom status bar here, 900. We need to somehow get that down to 450. The problem is you can't just change the height because that will distort the image. So what we need to do is we need to crop the image to 450. That means sacrificing some of the image, either the top of the image or the bottom of the image or a combination of both. On this particular image, I'm going to choose to keep the top because of the heads of the birds. They look nice. So I'm going to keep the top of the image and I'm going to cut out the bottom of the image. But it needs to be exactly 450. So to do that, I click select. You see this box here? I click select. and it gives me a special little crosshair, and this is where it becomes a tiny little bit fiddly. So I'm going to get it right up in the top corner here. Oops, it's gone again. So there it is. There. I think that's it. And I left click, and actually that's not going to work. So I press escape and I do it again, and I just get it right in the corner there, and that looks like it's going to work now. Okay, that is not going to work, and I'll tell you why I know that's not going to work, because I got it wrong. It is a bit fiddly, this. Okay, if you look at the bottom status bar of Paint, you'll see there's a new panel there, the second panel. That's your cropping panel. And you'll see as I drag the mouse up and down, you'll see that the height value changes. I need to get that height value to 450. So I'm just going to move it very slowly. There's 450. Let go the left mouse button. And I've now got this dotted box around the section that I'm going to keep. Once I'm happy with that, I choose the crop button, and it cuts out all of the rest of the image, and there I have my slide ready to put up on the website. It is 1600 wide by 450 high. I have had to sacrifice part of the picture, but that's the way you do it. So now I need to save this image and close it down. And the next image now appears. So now I'm going to fast forward this piece. I'm going to do all of them, and then we'll have a look at the finished result. And there we have it. So they're all now the same size, they're all the same width, the same height, and they're now they are consistent, and we can now upload them and use them on the website. So that's it. That's my little trick for using Microsoft Paint for one task and one task only, for cropping and resizing images. It's really handy and really quick. Thanks a lot for watching. Cheers.